Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And I continue to do the readings. Paula, welcome. Swati, welcome. Andrew, how you doing? KSW, how are you as well? Goddess Phoenix Rising, what's going on? We got Pretty Tulips, we got Queen of Wands, and we got a PayPal from CC. CC, thank you for your donation. Let me see if you get your question in there. You did. Will I ever make better money than I do now at this job? Spectrum, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. All right, let's check it out. Will I ever make better money with what I'm currently doing? CC over PayPal wants to know. Making better money than I do now. Am I going to make a little bit more money? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Kay, welcome and thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. All right, if I'm going to make any better money, I'm going to go to the Tarot Tower. The Tarot Tower is going to have the money shot. Let's see what's going on. Okay, there we go. So the kitty has ravaged the Tarot Tower cam, so we have to readjust it and fix it. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Okay, we're going to start out the night with this one. I do enjoy this one. I think it's amazing. Christina, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. All right. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Can I make better money than I do now? I think that's something we all kind of run into, right? It's like we're working hard. We've been here forever. We don't make any more money. Is there a possibility of making more money? Because that's kind of some jobs are just a dead end. I mean, let's admit it. Some jobs are literally a dead end. So we need to know if we're going to make better money than we do now. Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Moon, and Three of Cups. I mean, that's going to be a thumbs up for a variety of reasons, right? I think we had a good looking thing here. Anyway, Crystal Hart, welcome and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I'm just saying, the first thing I kind of notice here is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is pretty satisfied with what they have. So it seems that we're moving into a more satiated place or a better place than what we're currently at. So your potential, is going to be better. Had you said no in the tarot, we gotten a Five of Pentacles, or we gotten something, maybe a reverse Six of Pentacles, right? Where they're handing it out. Maybe they're not handing out. Maybe a Four of Pentacles. But we get the Queen. The Queen's comfortable with what they have. They are making the money that they need. And we're moving into that position. The other clue that I have that's a yes is the Three of Cups. Celebration card. I mean, bottom line, celebration card. We get the news that we do have more opportunities. We see the opportunities. We're able to chase the opportunities. When I say chase, right? The moon is going from a place of like water into the land. It's going into something better. It's using our intuition. It's using the passion. All of these other things in the moon sort of wrapped up into a lot of things. But the moon at the end of the day is a card of going from the sea into the land, going from a place that we know into a place that we do not know. So that is a possibility of moving into something else, right? Again, celebration card, good news, combined with the possibility of making more money, having the satiation that we need as far as finances are concerned. I'm just saying. I am just saying this looking pretty good. The bottom line is making more money is indeed possible in your future. So that's looking very, very good. Nice set of cards for you. And that's the cool thing, right? You don't have to have the easy cards in a read. You don't have to have the 10 of Pentacles, right? Okay, an 8 of Pentacles, and now I'm going to have a 10 of Pentacles, and now I'm going to have a 6 of Pentacles. You don't need like the perfect combo. You could still get a yes from just basic cards, from good cards, right? And that's the beauty of tarot. There's so many combinations that you can sort of mix in and do and make it happen and get the same answer throughout, right? I think it's kind of fun. Katie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Spectrum's coming in with the dono. What's going on with my marriage? Spectrum, if you got to ask, my friend, if you got to ask, I'm just saying, if you got to ask. All right, let's go to the Tarot Tower and find out what's going on with your marriage and see what's going on. I mean, this might hurt tarot. This might hurt tarot could be the one that you need tonight. I don't know. Let's find out if it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent or something like that. Ananya, I saw your dono. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. You are next, my friend. Thank you again. Everybody coming out with the donations. Everybody hanging out with me earlier with that Patreon exclusive stream that we had just for everybody to, today. It's just for everybody today. Next week, not so much. But yeah, a lot of fun doing all the lessons and stuff. And I want to get more lessons in. I think live lessons is where it's at, right? Just get lessons here, have people throw down tarot, show me what you got on your reading, and then let's sort of interpret, right? Let's all interpret sort of that thing. I think that's kind of fun. Gabrielle, I got your donation too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. What's going on with the marriage? 6 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. I think kind of says that. Got the 3 of Swords, got the Page of Pentacles. It looks like the stability may be sort of floundering a little bit. The stability may not be at the level that you want it. And that's kind of the theme of this whole thing. It seems at some point there just seems to be, just sort of a stability reduction, or things just maybe not sort of rounding out the place that they need to be, or maybe we're not getting into the destination that we need to have at the end of the day. It's almost like that what their goals for where we wanted to be was not exactly the goals that we had when we ended up there. I think it went great. I think it was fantastic. I think it still has a lot of possibilities. We're looking kind of at a rocky road at this point. I don't mean the ice cream either, because I love that flavor. I mean, Judy, welcome. Yeah, but the 5 of Pentacles just says we're kind of out in the cold right now. Maybe this is something that needs a little bit of a discussion. Maybe we need to recover some things, maybe fix some things, sort of keep things out in the open, discuss things openly and get that going, could be a possibility with that. 6 of Cups says everything is still there. I mean, we do have a connection still. It's not like the connection just went away. 6 of Cups, we have that tight connection. We're able to sort of communicate. We have, we can sort of sense what each other are feeling. We sort of understand where each other are coming from, because it is a marriage. We did that commitment and whatnot. But the 3 of Swords, we just said we're kind of in a rocky road right now. And this could be something that may be difficult if we don't repair it, or if we don't fix it, sort of do something to address it. Because the Page of Pentacles is not exactly the most stable card. And we went to a tight connection, a little bit of a heartbreak, a little bit of a Page of Pentacles. Maybe this is something we have to redo. Maybe this is something we have to reinitiate and try to get it going. The Page of Pentacles is not the best card at the end of the marriage read, but it just seems, again, the stability sort of wandering down, or sort of winding down a little bit. Probably not the best thing. I would assume probably not the best thing for for being on the marriage platform. But again, entertainment purposes only. Never base a marriage based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. All right, what is this fat man doing next? What is the fat man doing next? I'm thinking that we go to the PayPal. We got Ananya. Ananya wants to know something. What does Ananya want to know? Nanya wants to know, let's see. I want to know, how will September? Okay, September read. All right, let's do a little September general. Put the This Might Hurt Tarot up. Let's get out. I'm going to say it's Sunday. Let's get out some cards we haven't used in a little bit. You know, I don't want to dive deep into the realm of the tarot we've never seen like in forever, but I do want to get some of the cards that are a little bit on the neglected side. I'm just saying, maybe the Little Prince Tarot. Everybody does like a Little Prince Tarot. All right, let's find out how that is going to affect us. You know, how's that going to affect us at the end of the day? A little bit of the September read. Four of Pentacles is nice. You know, it was nice until it was next to death. That's kind of a weird one. It's like we're hanging on to what we need to hang on to because there are changes coming. That's sort of a different perspective when change is coming. We talk about the death card today. But the death card is very, very interesting, especially next to a 4. We're hanging on to what we have because it seems that there are changes up front, right? And coming in September, we could have a few changes, maybe something a little different, maybe a different perspective, looking at sort of where we want to be versus where we were. September seems like we are going through some alterations and some changes, and we don't want to. That's the thing. We don't want to, all right? I mean, you're looking at a 4 of Pentacles. I'm desperately hanging on, clawing the best that I can and trying to maintain that grip on something that I know, on something that I can hang on to. And it feels like maybe that's slipping away a little bit in September, but I think that's a good thing, right? Because you got the Ace of Wands. You're looking at a death card with an Ace of Wands. That's a nice mix. Ace of Wands says there are new opportunities up front, and that's why we have the change. I think, you know, some of the new opportunities are definitely on the realm of more work. I mean, I have to get some more work. I have to get more things done. Now I have to do things. It kind of reminds me of looking for a new job because everybody at your old job knows you. They know that you're reliable. They understand where you're coming from. And you get a new job, you got to prove yourself all over again. You got to prove yourself all over again to everybody and show them what you can do, you know? But that's kind of the thing where you're at, basically, in September. Changes are coming. You're going to have to restart. You have to reinitiate something, and that is going to be kind of fun. That's going to be kind of fun. You know, death next to like a 5 of Pentacles or next to a Tower, that's, you know, but death next to Ace of Wands, I mean, come on. Bring it on. Bring it in. That is going to be fantastic. Kay knows. Is it just me or is it my job draining me? You know, I don't know. Kay, I mean, you know, I know a couple of people whose job is draining them. I'm just saying that now. I know a couple of people whose job is definitely draining them. So maybe we can add you to the list. You know, I don't know. I'm not being presumptuous over here with that. I think for this one, we're going to use the Wizard's Tarot. I like the Wizard's Tarot. I like the Wizard's Tarot. I think it's going to work out for me in the long run. Mina, welcome. What's going on? Good to see you. Everybody's up here. Yeah, we got Salem making a guest appearance. Salem made a guest appearance over here. Salem is joining us as always for the stream. You know, Salem has an input. Salem knows what's going on. I think Salem has a tarot reader reincarnated. I think one day Salem's just going to run the freaking stream for me. You know, I'm putting it out there. All right. Can we talk? I'm putting it out there. Okay. Is it just me? Is the job draining me? Ace of Wands. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. The Chariot and the Lover. You know, it is. It is a bit of a drain. I don't think fully, though. I think there's a lot of things with the job that you still like. I don't think it just stinks overall. I don't think it's just a stinky job overall. We got the Chariot and the Lovers. I've moved into a place that I'm comfortable with. I moved into a place that I like. I don't really mind this. A couple of majors with an Ace of Wands. This is looking half decent as far as the job goes. Now, here's your problem. Here's your problem. I have identified it. It's in my book. I talk about the 8 of Pentacles, right? 8 of Pentacles is like your creativity is just gone. Your creativity has left the building. It feels like it's no longer here. Where did it go? The Three of Pentacles would have been so much better. The Three of Pentacles, I can express myself. I can express myself. I can do what I need to do. I can do things my way. I can work smarter, not harder. I can invent new ways of doing things. I can put stuff out there. My boss is like, yes, that is exactly what I wanted to see. But the Eight of Pentacles, it just feels like you're bored. It feels like there's no incentive to do anything a lot of times. You're just like, I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to deal with that. I guess I can deal with it. But at the end of the day, this is not something I wanted to sign up for. Ace of Wands says you need a new either job or you need something that's going to reignite the passion that you originally had. Because I think when you went in, you're pretty, nice. I think you were all right. I think you were all right. Now, not so much. Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Let's get some change. Let's get some updates. Let's get something going. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of draining you. It's kind of draining you because it's boring, because it's dull. You're driving all the way the hell in there and you're logging in and you're doing the stupid job and you just bored. It's just boring. That's what the tarot says, Maybe I'm just boring. I don't know. That's entirely possible. Salem can back me up. That's entirely possible. Salem, you're actually sitting on top of the PayPal donation thing. There we go. Thank you. Anyway, Gabriella wants to know. Gabriella is like, this is not boring. I want some information. Salem's pressing buttons now. We're going to have to move Salem a little bit away from the button pressers. Okay. All right. What the hell button was that she just pressed? Boo. She just pressed the boo button. Okay, Salem. On Salem's exit, she booed me. Okay? I mean, I think Salem's on target here. Okay. Anyway, let's find out. We got a Gabriella. Gabriella wants to know what's coming from me the month of September. Let's find out how September is going to go. All right. Salem has left the building. So, anyway, we had to move Salem to a place where she wouldn't press all the buttons, because all the buttons pressed to the row is just not something that's fun to hear. I don't think, I'm not a stream viewer. I'm the actual person that does it, but there's that. Okay. All right. Let's find out what's coming from me for the month of September. Gabriela, thank you for your donation. Let's do one more. Not a once in the Page of Swords. That's nice. That's nice. Some communication from some different people. That's going to be kind of important. Not of once. Somebody's coming. That Ivy. I'm from Texas too. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Welcome, Ivy. I don't know where you're from, but hello. Three of Pentacles, interesting. Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. It's almost like we're not able to get a lot of stuff done in September. I think we're kind of stuck. It's almost like we have a Mercury retrograde that's only me, right? It's only me. I mean, Stacy, welcome, by the way. It feels like there's a Mercury retrograde hovering over you in September, Gabriella. You got to be careful who you communicate and what you are communicating with. Page of Swords, right? I'm able to adapt to a lot of things, but the communication is just not key. And I'm focused on the communication because we have an Ace of Swords over here. It's like we have to communicate. There's somebody coming in. There's somebody coming in that we aren't aware of. It's going to be a surprise, sort of a surprise reaction, a surprise thing coming in there. The Knight of Wands, right? Somebody is rolling in, rocking in, and that's going to be, something you got to deal with. But deal with it as you may. It's very important to deal with it with a very good communicating style. Make sure that your point is coming across, because again, a little Mercury retrograde hovering over your head. It's your own little personal one. You're the only one that seems to be affected by it. But yeah, a lot of people are misunderstanding what you're saying and where you're going in September. There's a lot of work to do also. I don't think September is one that's going to be free or lightweight on the work. I think it's going to be sort of hardcore a little bit in the month as it goes. Anyway, but I mean, that's just the tarot, entertainment purposes only. Crystal says the unicorn looks a little stoned. It may be. Unicorns do like the weed. I'm just saying, I only know one unicorn, and the unicorns like the weed. Anyway, all right, we're going over to KD. Should I do the combo? Or not? Tarot's Oppositions is not quite ready yet. It will be tomorrow. I say that every day. I say that every day, but I swear this time it will be tomorrow. Look at this. We're going to, I mean, you know, KD, I know that you don't mind the Poe. I know, I remember that you don't really mind the Poe. The Poe is not something you kick out of bed. I'm just saying. HK, welcome. Thank you for your donation. Tamia, how are you doing? Good to see you. All right. I mean, let's find out here. You know, Andy, what is going on? What is going on? Should I do the combo? I mean, you know, as a general rule, the combos look pretty good. DC knows what's going on. Hello, DC. How you doing? Let's find out about the combo. See if that's going to be a thing for you. Fool should do it. High Priestess and the Devil. Nice. And there's more involved here. Clearly, we got that. We got that. There's more involved, you know. We got that. The High Priestess. If you're going to do the combo, you need to go in prepared. You got to go in prepared. I don't think you can combo unprepared. I don't think this is something you're ready to dive in with. You got to do some preparation. Normally, it's like the hell with the preparation. I got the Fool over here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, I'm just saying. The Fool says, let's leap in. Let's go. Why don't you tell KD, go. Why don't you just go? Because you got the High Priestess beforehand. Maybe there's some secrets. Maybe the devil, maybe there are some secrets, some things happening behind the scenes. You don't know. The devil's working in there. The devil is in the details. Especially the High Priestess. Look at this. It's weirder. We got all majors as well. I mean, we all have all majors. Let's dive into it. I would, you know, I would say hang on for a minute. Let's evaluate what's happening. Because why the hell is the devil here? Why does the devil sneak into this read? Why is it the last card? KD, something's going on over there. So you got to look out. You got to watch out. That's why I said the preparation may not be too bad, right? High Priestess, a little more learning. It's not going to kill anybody. But that Fool says go for it. It goes for it. A little prep, go for it. Have a nice day. Watch out for the devil. Make sure we don't get dived. Make sure we don't dive in so deep that we run into that. Because ain't nobody got time for KD. Ain't nobody got time for that. I know you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, HK knows what I'm talking about. HK has a question below. HK wants to know, is AP worth waiting for? Do you need to start seeing other people? Hey, HK, you got to wait for people now? Is that a thing? Is that a thing on 2021? I don't know. Pink Angel, I got your donation as well. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Are they worth waiting for? You know, in general, I mean, does anybody wait for people anymore? I mean, it seems like a stretch. I'll wait, you know, I'll wait for somebody good. Maybe that thing. I've done it before, I guess. Elemental Wisdom Tarot is going to give us the wisdom that we need for this, okay? The wisdom that we need, you got to do it. You got to have it. You got to throw down. We got to get something going on with this. Let's find out if AP is where. That's easy for me to say. Is AP worth waiting for you? Tommy likes the energy. Tommy, I like your energy too. Tommy, where you at? Tommy, good to see you. Tommy 24/7. Are you actually on 24/7, Tommy? I love your energy too. Just saying.
I love you.
All right. Is AP worth waiting for? Oh, Jesus. 5 of Swords, Judgment, and the 2 of Swords. That's a no. That's a no. I don't know. Maybe the cards are in a weird mood today. I don't know, but that's definitely a thumbs down. It just feels like a thumbs down, okay? Yeah, Christina's going to get on me about the tarot opposition. I can tell that already. But yeah, are they worth waiting for, or should I start seeing other people? It looks like you should start seeing other people. I mean, find somebody you don't got to wait on. Right? I mean, you're not a waitress. You don't got to wait on nobody. Find somebody you don't got to wait on. We got the 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat over here. It feels like that this could be a defeatist thing. This could be a dead end. I mean, that feels like what's going on with that. The 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat doesn't look good. I'm just saying Judgment. Okay. The rebirth, the reincarnation. Let's get something new. HK, you deserve something beautiful. You deserve something wonderful. You deserve someone that you don't have to wait for. Judgment, the rebirth, reincarnation. Let's redo it. Let's get that fresh smell, right? Get that fresh mate smell. Get somebody that smells good, right? Christina, right? Philippe, welcome to stream. How you doing tonight? Tanya says Leo 724. Very nice. Love the Leos. Leos make the world go round. right? That's what. Anyway, judgment says find somebody else. It's just good for you. Two of Swords, there's a bit of a disconnect if you got to wait for somebody. You're not a waitress. Why do you need to wait? You don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You gotta go. And that's what it says. A Two of Swords. A little bit. A lot of weird cards here, but we're gonna wing it and go for it. This is what I do. This is all about what the stream does. Is sort of. Just go for it. We got to go for it and give the honest impression. Give the honest impression of what we see, because if you don't, ain't nobody going to come back, because people are going to be like, wait a minute, you told her yes to stay, to stay in the relationship. And I'm just saying, I saw the Five of Swords over there. Like, what the hell are you thinking? Okay. Everybody's like doubting you and stuff. Like, why did you say that? You got to be honest. You just got to be honest. That's where we're going tonight. That's what we're just full honesty all day. Okay. Anyway, Pink Angel had a question. What does Pink Angel want to know? Pink Angel sent a PayPal under Sarah. Okay. Yeah. I got the PayPal. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Pink Angel, thank you for your donation. Pink Angel, let me know what your question is. Did you already type it? You might have already typed it and I just didn't see it. So I'm going to scroll around and try to find it, because my program is skitzing out and it's not getting everybody's chat correct sometimes. I don't know. Neve, welcome to the stream. What is going on? All right. Pink Angel says hello to everybody. Pink Angel, let me know what your question is. I'll be happy to give you a read. The Tarot of Oppositions is not yet 4K flip through. And I got a bad habit. What I'll do, I'll make a video where I open the deck and I kind of, I kind of go forth and do things, right? And then I do a 4K flip through. What I should do is I should open the deck in 4K and then I should do the deck. But some people don't want to hear my voice. Some people are like, flip through. Right? Flip through the cards. I don't want to hear this dude talking. I just want to see the cards to figure out if I want to buy it or not. That's why I make two videos. Because somebody asked me one time, why do you make two videos for every... One, I want to give you my impressions and my kind of, what I think about it. And the other one is I want to not talk and you see the cards. So that's why you got two videos for ease. It makes it easy, I think. Anyway, Ivy, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay. Grave Encounters is up in the house. What's going on? All right. Pink Angel, did the friends want me in their life? Whether if they're good friends, they would. If they're good friends, they would love you in their life. I want you in my life. I want you on the stream every day. Okay. If I'm going to be your best buddy, I am going to use the Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot deck. That's my best buddy deck. That's the one that I get for all my best buddies. All my best buddies going to back me up over here. Bumbleberry Hollows. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. All right. Let's see. Friends still want me around. We want you around. If they don't, we do. So that's pretty simple. So there you go. What happens if you get reversals in the Tarot of Oppositions? See, the Tarot of Oppositions is a great deck to use. I think it's a great overall deck to use. It's really leaning towards one of my favorite of the year so far. And I know a lot of people are like, no, don't do. I got to do it. I got to be legit with you. I think it's moving into that realm of maybe it's my favorite of the year so far. It's still early. I'm not saying we wrapping up the year right now, but that's a good deck. The reversals are handled for you and you don't have to do anything. Anyway. Do they want me? Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Six of Swords? Six of Swords is kind of weird. Three of Wands? I think so. I do think they still want you in their life. Are they busy? Are they just saying, are they busy? Are they in that situation where they just don't have a lot of time? Maybe they're working 80-hour weeks. Maybe they got a lot of stuff going. Maybe they got family drama. I don't know. What's going on with them? They do seem like they do want you in your life. We have a lot of great cards here. We got the Six of Swords. Now, because this deck kind of sucks with the minors, no offense to the person that made it. They seemed nice. Six of Swords is a boat that's riding across the land. And the boat is going from a darker place to a lighter place or to a better place. And that's one of the main themes of the Six of Swords. That's why I said, are they going through some problems? Are you going through some problems? And maybe they're sort of giving you space to let you sort of pursue that. Six of Swords said there's something happening in the background. We are on a journey and trying to figure out where we're going to be in the journey at the end of the day. Three of Wands is looking out across the sea, looking out in the journey, which is cool because the Three of Wands, we're looking out across the boats, right? In the Six of Swords, we are a boat. How do we translate that? Six of Swords into the Three of Wands, you're just kind of looking at what's next or what is the next thing that's going to come up, right? Because we're making a trip and we're kind of steering at, we're kind of looking at it. So yeah, we may be taking separate trips. Maybe their boat is going this way, your boat is going that way. Maybe just sort of a disconnect, you know what I mean? So sort of a disconnect as it goes. Overall, Six of Wands is the Lord of Victory. Ace of Wands is let's start over. What are we doing with that? And that does mean maybe starting over could be a relevant thing. Whoa, Ivy coming in with a very generous donation. Ivy, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands, let's kind of start over. Okay, you haven't talked to him in a while. Maybe we have a little bit of a disconnect. Maybe we're just off kilter at the moment. But let's start over. Let's start from the beginning if that's the case. Ace of Wands, right? A new beginning. Six of Wands into some success. Maybe your success level is going to be based upon, sort of starting over, right? Maybe, hey, let's go do this. Let's go do that together. Let's engage in this activity. Let's see some old friends. Let's get together and go drinking. I don't know. But basically starting over, starting from scratch feels like that's really going to be sort of your ticket to success here. Because it does feel like we are a little disconnected or a little bit not on the same realm or not on the same level anymore. So work around it, right? Work around it and force through it and pursue it and make it happen. Because I think that's kind of where you're at the end of the day. It's going to be a lot more focused, a lot more successful if you sort of go with that from there. Ivy, thank you for your donation. Again, I greatly appreciate that. Ivy with encouraging words over there. It's got to love this channel. Ivy, we love you too, Ivy. I'm just saying, we love you too. Ivy, you're from Houston? Oh man, that traffic. Ivy, back me up here. Ivy, back me up. Houston's pretty wild over there. Let me know. When I go on a cruise and I got to go to Galveston, I have to drive through Houston. It's so bad that I usually try to go the night before just because Houston's traffic's so bad. I don't want to be late for the cruise. That's kind of the Houston, that's how Houston rolls, I guess. But anyway, hopefully you're not on the outskirts or something where you don't have to deal with a lot of that. Anyway, Ivy wants to read how long it could take for me to be successful in the business I'm trying to start. Should I focus on the main job? Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I think that's the problem with a main job versus a side job, right? For this one, come on, Ivy, back me up here. We're going with Gregory Scott Terrell. That's going to be the place to be. That's going to be the magic. That is going to be the magic up in here. It's going to be fantastic. All right. Man, let's see. I'm just saying, how long did it take me to be successful in the business that I start? Any business is pretty prone to needing a lot of care and love. I guess it depends on how much time do you have for your business versus your main job, right? How many times do you have from your business to your main job? And that's kind of the tricky situation because a lot of times if you're overworked at your main job, it's really difficult to dump a lot of time into a side deal. Three of Pentacles is kind of a nice card. I'm just saying. I am just saying, that doesn't look too bad for a first start. I'm assuming a moderator is going to take care of that thing. All right. But yeah, that is something that's going to be difficult to sort of warm up to or get a first start coming in there. All right. Three of Pentacles. That's nice. Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. I think we're actually looking at something that could be in that case. I think you're kind of sneaking into something that could be that case. The reason I say that is we got the Three of Pentacles. We do need to express some creativity. You do need to get this idea out there. And I think the problem is, your time is limited between the time is limited between what you want to do in your main job. And obviously in the main job is going to be something that you do want to get really passionate about. You do want to be chasing, right? Because if you sort of slack off at the main job, now that's kind of at risk too. I think doing both of them at the same time needs some planning, I guess, needs some preparation and maybe some help. Now, I say help because, again, you want to be a superstar at your main job so you can keep making money so you can do your side stuff. Three of Pentacles says focus on the main job, but do it creatively. Three of Pentacles is also the only work card that has somebody else kind of coming in, right? You got somebody else coming into the card. And that's one of those things where maybe we need somebody to assist on the side job, do some things, do some prep work, and get things ready. So we have a very limited amount of time, right? We have a little 10-minute slice. We got a little 30-minute, hour slice. We can put that time to dedicate it to the side thing and make the side thing successful rather than wasting our time with technology, right? Making a graphic for our side business or making an idea for the side business or putting an ad out for the side business. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, get some help to take care of the other stuff where you can focus on the main thing of this side job. And that's going to be your main thing because you're going to have limited time to do it. Make it successful by having preparation in there. Four of Wands says also try to focus on things that are going to be, comfortable and yet not stretching ourselves too thin. Page of Pentacles is a weird one here. It does say things are going to start out slow. And that's what you have to do some days. You just have to allow the business to grow on its own. Again, you're the superstar at the main job because you focused yourself where you need to focus at the main job. And with the extra time slices, you focused on the side job and you had help so that you can do what you need to do, work smarter, not harder kind of thing. But the Page of Pentacles says it's going to take a while. I mean, it is going to take a while. Page of Pentacles, I'm starting out. I'm kind of having it, rolling. It's rolling. It's building. It's building. But no, it's not, tomorrow you are, you're a millionaire, that kind of thing. Page of Pentacles, it is gradually doing it. And the Ten of Wands, again, focuses on what I'm talking about. Don't stretch yourself so thin that you're losing sleep. You're working 10-hour a day over here at the main job, and then you're working 7 hours at the side job, and now you're dead to the world because, everybody left you and your family because you never pay attention to anybody, or all your friends never really call you anymore because you don't call them. So again, it's really difficult. It is really difficult. But yeah, it takes a while. I'm just saying, the cards say it takes a while. Ten of Wands, don't get in a position where you're trying to take on too much or you will, collapse, basically. So yeah, work smarter, not harder kind of thing. Oh, there you go. Dream Queen understands. Dr. Mystical is coming in for membership for 10 months. Dr. Mystical, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. All right, but Dr. Mystical donated earlier as well. Dr. Mystical, did you want a reading? Dr. Mystical, let me know if you wanted a reading. We'll throw down a reading up in here and get that stuff done. All right. Yeah, we got another super chat going on over here. Let's see what we're going on. Should I buy a new BMW i3? I mean, what the hell? You only live once. Dream Queen. Your name is Dream Queen. You want to live the dream. I say go for it. Let's see what the cards say, though. I mean, I'm just saying. You didn't come in for my opinion. You want some actual cards. We'll get you some cards, though. We'll get some cards, but, get that. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. It's not probably, I'm assuming it's not cheap. I mean, here's, you're trying to, they're like, we need some money for that car. That's not going to be exactly the most inexpensive thing, I assume. So there we go. Maybe a little bit of money, for a good money read, nothing makes a money read quite like the Art Nouveau Tarot. Just saying, that Art Nouveau Tarot is the magic right here. All right, man. I need a BMW i3 myself. Just saying. I never really drive anywhere, but if I did drive anywhere other than over at Christina's and back, I would do so in a BMW i3. Are we going to do it, though? Are we going to do it? Should buy a new one on finance. I got you. Oh, the devil kind of, the devil and death. Yeah, the cards disagree with me. The cards seem to disagree. Obviously, the cards are entertainment purposes only. Never buy a BMW based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. But, I'm just saying, look at this. This is concerning. Page of Pentacles, it's like the investment is not worth the level of time or not worth the level of commitment we've kind of made towards this. We got the Devil and Death. There are changes afoot. This is not something I want to see in a new car. I don't want to see that in a new car. I don't want to see death anywhere near a new car read. I don't want to see devil anywhere near a new car read either. This sucks. Dream Queen, this sucks. This seems to be a bit challenged on that. Why is the devil here? I don't want the devil here. Get the devil. I mean, if you just had this card, it would have been great. But you don't. You got all the other cards with it. This looks a little challenged, Dream Queen. I'm not going to lie. Looks a little bit challenged. I would say obviously, this might point to some problems with the car. This might point to some changes. Maybe you change your mind, or maybe some changes needed in the car to make it work, to make it worthwhile. But yeah, this looks kind of challenging. The page especially kind of ruins the whole reading. I mean, I am just saying, definitely something you want to make sure and shake down that car quite a bit, because you don't want to end up on the road and have the devil coming or whatever's going on over here. You don't want to be, you don't want to be on the highway. Have you ever driven the highway and they have those big blockades on both sides of you on the highway? So if you break down, you can't go anywhere. You're like stuck in the lane. There's no place to go if you break down in the BMW i3. You don't want to be on one of those. And then you break down and everybody's honking at you and like making rude remarks and all this other stuff because you're clogging the, ain't nobody got time for that. I would make sure and get that thing shaken down pretty good. If you're going to go with it, make sure and shake it down fairly well. I'm just saying. Anyway. All right. Rose Flower, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that so much. Rose, what have you been doing, Rose? It's good to see you. September month. Everybody wants to know about September. That's a good thing because September's around the corner. By the way, we got news coming in September on the day it's coming out. September 1st on a Wednesday. Got August 31st. We had the dogs we had to take to the vet. We got to reschedule that because September 1st, I got to go and get a physical. All right. Let's find out what we're doing. I mean, Rose, back me up over here. Back me up. This is a good deck for this. This is a nice deck for this. The Labanco Tarot. A lot of people love this. A lot of people are in love with this. You know what I'm saying? Kolzaya, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Let's find out what is happening over here in September, because we want a good September. We have a lot of new decks in September, and I want all of them in my hands right now. You know what I mean? So I can tell KD, so KD can be like, that deck that you opened a month ago, where is it? What? And KD, you make a valid point. I know the Poe is not going to save me tomorrow. And so tomorrow, dedicating myself to getting all these videos made, I'm going to stop playing the damn video game. I swear, I'm going to be a new man. I am going to be a new man tomorrow. Let's get physical. Philippe, I hate the physicals. I'm just saying. Because if you're a dude and you go in for the physical, you got the awkward, you know what I'm saying, where they snap the glove on, you got that awkward... ain't nobody got time for that either, but I mean, there's that. All right, September, what's coming up? We got the Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. A couple of wands, yeah, a little bit of activity going on. A little bit of activity happening at the end of September. I would say the 20th, 21st, right about my birthday, is going to be pretty interesting. Ace of Wands. End of September, you do have something up. There is something that comes up that you need to deal with. You need to address. This is not something you're going to be able to ignore. Okay. The reason I say that is you got the Queen of Wands right after it. I don't think it's going to be something that just throws you off base. Dream Queen, thank you for your donation. Kolzai, thank you for yours as well. I don't think this is going to be something that throws you off base, but it is something that needs your attention. It's not going to be a freebie where I can just sort of skip it. Right? Ace of Wands. We need to address something. We need to deal with something as it comes up on, I would say, the 20th, 21st, and find out how that's going to be. Knight of Cups. Rose, do you have any romance coming in? That's a question. Four of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It feels like the romance is sort of slowly, gradually building. We have something that's possible, something in the love realm that's slowly, gradually building, it's sort of coming up. It's sort of sneaking up slowly and progressively moving in, maybe dragging into October. I mean, it seems. Four of Swords is we're delayed as we come into September. It feels like August is still dragging on. Could it be the August heat? I don't know where you're at. Could it be the August heat dragging through? Could it be something from August, some things you haven't addressed, some things that you're going to have to sort of move on? I think it sort of August drags into September by a few days, right? Four of Swords. I would say August drags on until the 5th or 6th of September. It just feels like it's still August. It feels like September hasn't even begun yet because you haven't finished all the crap that you needed to do in August. A Knight of Cups, maybe a little bit of romance, have some activity in that. Kind of nice. Razo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Ace of Wands again. You're going to have to watch out because I think you're going to be unprepared. Again, 2021st, watch out, right? Come back in, let us know. Come back in, let us know what happened. I'm kind of interested with that. But the Queen of Wands says you're going to be able to multitask that. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think it's going to be kind of fun. You're going to be able to handle it. I don't think there's going to be like a major problem coming in with that at all. Not a major problem at all. Not going to be a big problem at all. Question below, Colziah wants to know something. Colziah, so good to see you. Colziah, what have you been doing? How you been? All right. Colziah, let me know what your question is. I don't see it. Let me know what your question is. I would love to give you a reading. You know I always do. Colziah's probably still topping it. Okay. We're going to wait for Colziah to top out the question. In the meantime, Dream Queen wants to know about the new job. How is it going to go? Let's find out. How is it going? How's it going? A little bit of manga tarot. I mean, there you go. All right, Colziah's got the question in chat. Colziah, we got you up next. Thank you again. Okay. How's the new job going? Simple. How is it going to go? I mean, I think the Six of Swords is rolling. Six of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Hermit. This is something that you need to focus on your appearances, like what you're doing, how you're performing. I think there are people that are actually waiting for you to sort of perform and just, show what you can do. I think they're waiting to see what can Dream Queen do, because we know Dream Queen has a lot of potential. We're excited about Dream Queen being here. And there's some people that are interested in, like, where you're at or what you're doing. I think they want to see what you can do. Want to see you stretch your limits and make that big impression. Mel, thank you for being a member of the family. I appreciate you so much. But the Six of Swords, this is a gradual process of, showing what I can do, show who Dream Queen is, showing all the masteries, all the cool things, and then them coming back and being like, okay, yeah, let's get her into a better position. Let's get her into this opportunity, that opportunity, and then you crush that too. And you just continue on. The reason I say that the Six of Wands is it's a card where people are supporting you. It's a card where people are enjoying your presence and they really sort of love what you do. And that's the Six of Wands, right? It's sort of the cheering section as you ride through on the horse. The Lord of Victory is coming in. And I think that is where people are really impressed overall with what you do. And I say the Hermit too. I say this is a good job to be in. This is a nice job to land. It's a good job that's sort of going to expand and become a little bit more than what you're currently sort of experiencing. I think that's kind of a thing too, right? You get into a job and you're just like, I'm not really sure where to go from here. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think that you got it made. I don't think it's going to be a problem, especially with the Six of Wands. You got a little cheering section going on. The Hermit, I've arrived safely. I've arrived successfully, and I'm able to get a lot of stuff done and make the impression that people want to see. And that's what I do, right? Anyway, Colziah knows, person who did a love spell on me, why not take an action, approach me real life, but does love spells instead? Colziah, maybe they're nervous. Colziah, maybe you're so cute that they just get all nervous. Have you ever had somebody that's like so cute, you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can talk to that person. They're really looking pretty. They're really looking nice. Can I talk to them? I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I did with Christine. I'm just saying. Okay, let's find out. Colziah, they did a love spell on me. Now, if you haven't been around, DC, we owe you one. Look at that, DC. You got your question in chat? DC, I'll get you. DC, I got you covered. Colziah, had a reading the other night. And I believe that Kolziah asked if somebody had a love spell on them. Catherine Home, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. Kolziah wanted to know if somebody had a love spell on them. And I think it was a yes. I think it was a thumbs up. Now Kolziah has the obvious follow-up question. You casted a damn love spell. Why don't you just come talk? Why don't you just open up some dialogue? It would be great, okay? The love spell stuff, it seems kind of a big waste of time. Ain't nobody got time. I mean, you need to just come and just say something to me. If you love me, you got to tell me. You got to tell me. Okay. High Priestess Moon and the 5. Ooh, this is somebody who is secretive. Look at this High Priestess over here. Look at this High Priestess just come. The High Priestess, it just comes out of nowhere. And it says they are very secretive. They want to stay hidden. They want to stay hidden. Maybe it's a little crush on the side. Maybe it's a little crush on the side. It feels like maybe that's what's going on. The High Priestess, I need to stay secret because the moon. We got 2 majors and a 5. They are afraid of failure. They really are. You have the Lord of Defeat over here. I want to dodge that damn thing the best I can. Come on, let's get real. Can we dodge the Lord of Defeat? Maybe. A love spell seems kind of a lame way to do it, but sure, why not? High Priestess, they want to stay in secret. They want to stay undercover. They don't want to be exposed. The moon, I think eventually they'll come about. But yeah, it's kind of a lame way to go, but maybe it seems so, right? The moon is just there. And, let's take undercover of the darkness of the moon with the High Priestess too. Maybe that's a combo. Put it in the next book. I don't know. But yeah, they're afraid of failure. They're afraid you're going to say, look, dude, Kolziah is going to come up and just like slap him upside the head like Mo and the Three Stooges. But come on, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, why don't you just come up here, right, and just be honest with me? Because ain't nobody got time for a love spell. Picasso knows. Picasso, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Picasso, are you being watched? Okay, let's find out. Anyway, all right, we got a general for Rousseau. Rousseau wants a general. Rousseau gets a general indeed. We got DC up in the house. DC going to ask a question, I think. In the meantime, let's do some cat decks. I mean, a lot of people want to see Salem. We can do that. So Salem is over here. Salem is over there in that other chair. Salem is just sort of chilling. You know what I mean? Salem is to get a little chill action over there. She's like, I'm going to watch the stream from afar because, I'm tired of being on the stream. And stop putting me on the camera. So in memory of Salem coming over here and helping us out, in memory of Salem, and now just sitting over there on the other chair, sort of chilling. I think we're going to use a cat deck for this one, right? We're going to say a general reading, Rousseau. Let's do it. Let's do it indeed. I think we got the King of Swords over here. Okay, that's interesting. Sure, next to the 2. Okay, next to the 9 and the 5. Kind of a weird combo. I mean, for a general, there's some emotional things you don't have to deal with that maybe you signed up for. I mean, I'm just going Rousseau. I'm just going out on a limb here. Maybe I'm just going out on a limb here. It feels like there's some emotional things that are dragging you down. Do you need to be engaged in these? Maybe not. You do have a 2 of Swords. There are some people, maybe we're interacting and maybe we're sort of on that mode of I need to do this or I need to do that. We do have some interactions going on, but it seems like a lot of people just aren't seeing your side. Or a lot of people just maybe aren't on your side. You're trying to figure out sort of how to deal with these. A lot of times dealing with people is figuring out where they're coming from and then sort of adjusting how we're going with that. I think you have some problems maybe with that, or maybe you have some problems coming up with that, where you're dealing with people and they're just not seeing your side. They don't really understand where you're coming from. It's kind of a foreign thing almost, right? King of Swords says getting some people that are going to be coming in need to get their way to be happy. And not a lot of people are like that, but you do have a couple people, right? You're just not willing to negotiate or see where other people are coming from, sort of meet them halfway. Some people are sort of adamant that this is the way that I do it, and this is the way that I've always done it. I think in order to get them to move to your side, to get them to sort of be in that negotiating pattern, you do have to sort of come through and sort of reevaluate how you're approaching them and things like that. I think you're going to kind of run into that during the during the next couple of months kind of thing. Overall, in the next couple of months, don't take anything that's failure as pure failure. It's a new opportunity, or it's an opportunity to get something different done. You do need to address it as that, because if you do let everything sort of knock you back and moving forward, it's going to be difficult. So if things do knock you back, get new opportunity, find a way around it. I don't think it's going to be a problem overall. But anyway, hopefully that made sense. There is your general reading coming up in the little general action. All right, Catherine Home had a question. Let's talk live realty. Let's talk about it indeed. Let's talk. We got the question, will I get moved tomorrow? All right, we are on the move train. We need to get moved. We need to get moving. Let's see if that's going to be a thing by using the Golden Tarot. I do love this deck. One of my favorite decks, the Golden Tarot. I need to use something a little bit different on Sundays. You know, I like to do a little variety on the Sundays. But let's talk. Let's talk indeed. We're going to get moved. Page of Cups, Judgment, and the Hanged Man. Not, yes. A couple of hiccups. Hanged Man, there are a couple of hiccups. Somebody's late. It feels like somebody is late, or somebody doesn't show up, or we have some. You definitely want to be in that mode of let's double check everything and don't assume everything's going to go perfectly. Judgment, the rebirth, the reincarnation, those things have to be redone during the move. It feels like everything didn't get right the first time, and you know what I mean? You just have to sort of pursue that as it comes. Page of Cups is just rough emotionally. Feels like moving in general is rough emotionally. This one's especially kind of harsh, or it doesn't really have that mode of getting to where we need to be at the end of the day. Judgment, yeah, you do need to sort of reevaluate. You need to redo some things, and somebody's late. Will you get moved? I think overall, yeah. I think you do get moved, but a couple of hiccups along the way. A few hiccups along the way. Anyway, so we got Picasso. Am I being watched where I lay my head? Let's find out. We're being watched. If I'm going to watch you while you lay your head down, I'm going to watch you with this deck here. I'm going to watch you with this deck, because this is the Watcher deck. It's a Mons Tarot. If I'm being looked at, if I'm being watched, if something's happening, it's going to happen with the Mons Tarot deck. Right? You got to just admit that now. This is just reality. This is part of reality indeed. Okay, let's find out how that is going to go. Stacy's always late. Well, you know, somebody's got to be late. If everybody was early, it'd be kind of a boring party. I'm just saying. It's good to have somebody that knows what time it is. Maybe it's just casual anyway, so who cares? You know? Andrew, I've been adopted by 2 stray cats, most loving, wonderful animals I ever known. Oh, that's so sweet. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, by the way, if you haven't clicked that like and sub button, I'd appreciate it. Like and sub. It gets more traffic to the channel. People, hanging out, checking out the stream. Be like, what the hell's going on in this wild dude stream? I mean, anyway, it helps me out. All right. Am I being watched? Wheel of Fortune and this is interesting. This is interesting indeed, especially for a first card. For a first card, that is wild. There is something up. Okay, before we answer the question, there is something going on here. That look at that. 9 of Swords. I'm laying down. I see something up there. I see something staring down. I see something around there. There's some activity going on around my sleep. Okay? Interesting. That 9 of Swords. There is some activity around the sleep. Wheel of Fortune is interesting too. It's almost like this person is asleep at the top and things are going around, and you have something that is active as it goes as well. Interesting. So basically the Wheel of Fortune, what comes around goes around. this is one of those activities where maybe there's something there. Maybe there is some sort of a force or something happening with that. King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, I don't think it's really sort of something to worry about. But I think you do have some dreams that are having this effect, right? You have some dreams that are sort of bringing in some, some visions, or you're sort of seeing things from other people's perspective. It's almost like you're watching yourself sleep at some point. I think part of this is basically your dreams. I think you're having active dreams. You're having things coming up that you do need to deal with. This definitely reading does say figure out what's in your dream. Start keeping a dream journal. Maybe try lucid dreaming. Try to figure out what's going on, because you definitely want to be monitoring and logging your dreams and to find out what they're trying to say, because I think there's some messages coming through, right? There are messages heading here. There's sleeping things going that you need to understand. You need to go. These are occurring every night. Can you capture those? Can you capture those? I think so. I think it's quite possible to capture them, to find out what they are and to sort of translate that out and get the meaning down, right? The King of Wands is taking that initiative, getting the action going is going to pay off in dividends, because you're going to understand what these visions are, understand what these dreams mean, and kind of figure out what everything is trying to tell you. Because I think the universe does have a message for you here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. This is something you need to chase, not just a dream that you have that's, ooh, that's interesting. This is something you need to pursue, not something that you can ignore. There's something important going on down there, Picasso. I need you to find out what it is and come back and let us know. I think this is pretty exciting. It's always exciting when we have the awesome dreams. We'll do a couple of free questions. We're ending soon, but we're out of donations. We're willing to do some free questions. Throw us out. It's free live tarot readings. Let's get a couple of free questions out the door and let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Who's got some questions? Throw it out there. Throw it out there. We got DC going for a general. We'll do that real quick, and then we will do a freebie going through here. All right. General reading for September. Let's knock that out. Yeah, I mean, let's get some action. Let's get some action in with the Wonderland. I don't mind a Wonderland tarot. I mean, Wonderland Tarot is kind of nice indeed. I think it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Kind of cool. We got Kim coming in. Kim, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, we'll do Kim over here. Let's see what Kim wanted to know. Kim, let me know what your question is, unless you put it there. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right. Let me know what the question is, and we will throw that out there. All right. General reading for September. We got the Ten of Swords. You need to cut bait. I mean, you do need to cut bait at this point. You've been dragging it a while. You've been dragging it on a while. You do need to cut bait at this point. Ten of Wands, okay? A DC. Maybe you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's time to sort of reduce your attachment to some things. It's time to sort of free up a little bit of that, right? Because the Two of Wands says there's some decisions to be made. I think there's some things hovering around. I think there's something hovering around that you need to deal with. And until you sort of cut out the old, maybe the new is heaven in there. Domain is good because you need to take some action coming in September. But before we do this, we need to shake off maybe some of the fleas or whatnot. At Two of Wands, let's get that going. Page of Pentacles. I think you got some money coming in September, bottom line. I think September has a little bit of money coming in for you. The Page of Pentacles into the Eight of Cups. There is something as far as relevant concerns that need to be dealt with that you're going to have to just sort of avoid in September. I don't think you need to close out all the big concerns in September, even though there's tempting, even though there's a door open to close out all the big concerns. There's a door open that gives you the opportunity, to close everything out. Don't hang on to something. There are some things that don't need to be addressed. There are some things that you need to leave alone during September. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to close out everything. You know, you got to relax. You got to relax and let things, even though you're staring at them and you're seeing them and maybe they're bothering you a little bit, don't try to solve everything in September because it's not going to be possible. And you're going to get into a situation where you just sort of bump into the impossible if you try to do that. But if you would have waited, if you just would have waited just a little longer, it would have been, something that worked out itself, right? That you didn't have to intervene in. Anyway, all right. That is, that's what the cards say. That is what the cards say. The last reading of the night, we're going on with the Twin Linus. Twin Linus has a connection with Jesse. What's going on with Jesse? It's going to be something that's going to be possible to do. Dark Mansion said maybe. I mean, I'm not throwing it out there. Kozaya, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm just throwing it out there. I am just throwing it out there. All right, Jesse. Is Jesse going to be something that we can deal with? Is Jesse going to be something that we can deal with? And Kozaya will be the last reading of the night. Let's find out. Nine of Cups, page 1. Ace of Cups? Ace of Cups? The connection is evolving. We got that. The connection is evolving. This is something that needs to be nurtured, definitely. Hanged Man, you need to look at it differently. Jesse is not the person maybe that they used to be. Jesse is not sort of the person maybe that they're representing. You need to sort of look in a different perspective and sort of see Jesse in a different perspective and see some, where they're coming from with that. Nine of Cups says there's a lot of potential with Jesse. I think there's a lot of good things that can be done, a lot of good things that just work out. Page of Wands with the Ace of Cups. It does feel like that Jesse needs nurturing, or Jesse needs a little more attention, or Jesse needs a little more work than what sort of you're prepared to do, or you're sort of prepared to be upfront with. Jesse does have that mode of Jesse being Jesse, and I got to deal with it. There is that thing. Page of Wands. A lot of times Jesse maybe will make some promises or make some commitments that they're just not ready to cash in on, right? So they're writing checks they just can't cash, as the old movie goes. But yeah, that Ace of Cups also says that this is something that needs nurturing and needs attention. Overall, I would make sure Jesse understands how you feel about it, or Jesse understands what your perspective is, or how you are approaching this. Otherwise, I think Jesse's going to be Jesse, at the end of the day. But yeah, the Page and the Ace, very interesting. Sounds like maybe somebody is sort of looking around. Somebody has some movement-oriented things going on with that. But make sure they understand. Make sure they understand your intentions. Make sure they understand sort of where you're at or where we stand in this, and make sure maybe a little extra attention never killed anybody. But it feels like that could be a possibility. And the last reading of the night, when the person opened up about their feelings, Kozaya, they just need to they just need to fess up at this point. They need to. If they fessed up, everything would work itself out. Kozaya, just tell them. Just tell them. Just tell them. All right. When will they open up about their feelings? When are they gonna, when are they gonna have one of those? Two of Pentacles, the Moon and the Three of Swords. Maybe never. Kozaya, this person has some interest, has some issues with this. Maybe they just don't want to open up. Kozaya, look at this, the Heartbreak card, Kozaya. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We got the Moon, that empathy, that connection that's there. It's reversed. Somebody flipped it over. Evil people flipped this over in the middle of the night for this read. Look at this, is terrible. This is one of those where they just don't have that empathy sometimes. They just don't understand that you want them to be open. They just don't understand that you want the reality. You don't want something presented to you. You just want it right. I think they're concerned about either rejection, or they're concerned about how you're going to react, right? So if you want to sort of, avoid that, maybe give them a little bit of a thumbs up. Maybe give them a little bit of a thumbs up in the meantime. Say, hey, if you feel that way, I don't know. But yeah, they're afraid of They're afraid of what happens if I throw it down. They're afraid of what happens with that, because they have got to make the decisions at the end of the day, right? All right, this is something they have to make the decision at the end of the day. I don't think anything's going to happen where you can do that and force it, but you have to let them just gradually understand it. There's not any rejection. Just, open up with me. Open up with me and be honest with me. Just be, get it to my reality and just make it nice. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of nice, it has been nice to hang out with y'all. All of y'all, I appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow.
It doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, Only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine the way that it was, then you